The 10 biggest secrets of the 10-year siege of Troy, fact or fiction. It's the most epic battle in human history, with over 100,000 warriors clashing in a war that would change the course of civilization. But what if I told you that the siege of Troy, a conflict that has captivated imagination for millennia, may be more myth than reality? Imagine being in the midst of a brutal battle, with arrows flying through the air, swords clashing, and the sound of screams echoing through the streets. This is the Siege of Troy, a legendary conflict that has been etched in our collective memory for centuries. But what if this epic battle, one that has inspired countless works of art, literature, and film, is not entirely based on fact? What if the story of the Trojan War, with its heroic warriors, cunning strategies, and tragic losses, is more fiction than history? The truth is, the lines between myth and reality are blurred, and it's time to uncover the secrets behind this ancient conflict. As we delve into the world of ancient Greece, we'll discover that the Siege of Troy is a complex web of fact and fiction, with each thread revealing a new and shocking truth. And as we explore the mysteries of this legendary battle, you'll begin to question everything you thought you knew about the ancient world. The Siege of Troy is one of the most enduring stories of all time, with its epic battles, legendary heroes, and tragic love affairs. But have you ever wondered what really happened during those fateful 10 years? What sparked the war, and how did it ultimately end? As we explore the truth behind the Siege of Troy, we'll reveal 3 major revelations that will change your understanding of this ancient conflict forever. First, we'll examine the archaeological evidence that suggests the city of Troy may not have existed at all. Second, we'll uncover the shocking truth about the legendary heroes of the Trojan War and how their stories may have been exaggerated or even fabricated. And third, we'll explore the surprising role that ancient Greek politics played in shaping the narrative of the Siege of Troy. And you won't believe what happens next as we embark on a journey to uncover the truth behind one of the most epic battles in human history. Part 1. Uncovering the archaeological evidence. The city of Troy, made famous by Homer's epic poem, the Iliad, is said to have been the site of the legendary battle. But what if I told you that the archaeological evidence for the existence of Troy is not as clear-cut as you might think? In 1870, the German archaeologist Heinrich Schliemann excavated a site in northwest Turkey, which he believed to be the remains of Troy. And while his discovery sparked widespread excitement, many experts have since questioned the accuracy of his findings. For example, the layer of ash and debris that Schliemann found, which he attributed to the destruction of Troy, has been dated to around 1200 BC, a time when the city of Troy is thought to have been abandoned. This raises some serious questions about the validity of Schliemann's claims and whether the site he excavated was truly the city of Troy. As we continue to explore the archaeological evidence, we'll discover that the truth about Troy is far more complex than we ever could have imagined. The search for Troy has been ongoing for centuries, with many scholars and archaeologists attempting to pinpoint the location of the legendary city. And while some have claimed to have found the site, their discoveries have been met with skepticism by the academic community. For instance, the Turkish archaeologist Manfred Kaufmann, who excavated the site of Hisarlik in the 1980s, believed that he had found the remains of Troy. But his findings were later disputed by other experts, who argued that the site was not consistent with the description of Troy in the Iliad. This highlights the challenges of searching for a city that may not have existed at all and raises questions about the nature of historical truth. As we delve deeper into the world of archaeology, we'll uncover more shocking secrets about the search for Troy and the surprising discoveries that have been made along the way. One of the most significant challenges in searching for Troy is the lack of concrete evidence. While there are many theories and hypotheses, there is no definitive proof that the city existed. This has led some experts to suggest that Troy may be a mythical place, a product of ancient Greek imagination and storytelling. But what if I told you that there are some surprising clues that suggest Troy may have been real after all? For example, the ancient Greek historian Herodotus wrote about a city called Troy, which he believed was located in the region of Anatolia. And while his account is not conclusive, it does provide some intriguing insights into the possible location of the city. As we continue to explore the archaeological evidence, we'll uncover more surprising secrets about the search for Troy and the truth behind this legendary city. The search for Troy is a complex and ongoing process, with new discoveries and theories emerging all the time. And while we may never know for certain whether the city existed, the search itself is a fascinating journey into the world of ancient history. As we explore the archaeological evidence, we'll discover that the truth about Troy is far more nuanced than we ever could have imagined. And as we prepare to move on to the next part of our journey, we'll ask ourselves, what if the legendary heroes of the Trojan War were not what they seemed? What if their stories were exaggerated or even fabricated? The answers may surprise you as we delve into the world of ancient Greek mythology and explore the shocking truth about the legendary heroes of the Trojan War. Part 2. The legendary heroes of the Trojan War. The legendary heroes of the Trojan War, such as Achilles, Odysseus, and Hector, are household names. But what if I told you that their stories may not be entirely based on fact? The ancient Greek historian Thucydides wrote that the Trojan War was a real event, but that the stories about the heroes were likely exaggerated or invented. And while this may seem like a radical idea, there is some evidence to support it. For example, the story of Achilles' heel, which is said to have been his only vulnerable spot, may be a mythical invention. In fact, there is no contemporary evidence to support the idea that Achilles was invincible, and it's possible that this story was added to the myth of the Trojan War at a later date. As we explore the world of ancient Greek mythology, we'll discover that the legendary heroes of the Trojan War may not be what they seem. The story of the Trojan War is full of heroic feats and daring exploits. But what if I told you that some of these stories may be based on real events, but have been distorted or exaggerated over time? For example, the story of the Trojan horse, which is said to have been a giant wooden statue that hid a group of Greek warriors, may be based on a real event. But the details of the story, such as the size of the horse and the number of warriors it hid, may have been invented or exaggerated. This highlights the challenges of separating fact from fiction in ancient mythology and raises questions about the nature of historical truth. As we continue to explore the world of ancient Greek mythology, we'll uncover more surprising secrets about the legendary heroes of the Trojan War and the truth behind their stories. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Trojan War is the role of the gods. In ancient Greek mythology, the gods were believed to have played a significant role in the war, with Zeus, Athene, and Apollo all intervening on behalf of the Greeks. What if I told you that the role of the gods may have been exaggerated or invented? The ancient Greek historian Xenophon wrote that the gods were not involved in the war, and that the outcome was determined by human actions alone. This raises some interesting questions about the nature of ancient Greek religion and the role of the gods in human affairs. As we explore the world of ancient Greek mythology, we'll discover that the truth about the legendary heroes of the Trojan War is far more complex than we ever could have imagined. The legendary heroes of the Trojan War have captivated our imagination for centuries. But what if I told you that their stories may be more than just entertainment? The ancient Greek historian Herodotus believed that the stories of the Trojan War were meant to convey moral lessons and teach us about the human condition. And while this may seem like a radical idea, there is some evidence to support it. For example, the story of Achilles' rage, which is said to have been sparked by